Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Hannah's Tales. So recently I posted a reel on my Instagram account regarding how I cracked my aptitude round and got into one of the big fours. So you wouldn't believe me, I got hundreds of DMs regarding how I got placed and how I cracked my aptitude round and what are all the tips and tricks that I used. So I thought, why not posting an elaborate video about how I cracked my aptitude round and what are the tips and tricks that I used. So in this video we will be seeing elaborately about aptitude round and how I cracked it. Also, if you are watching my videos for the first time, don't forget to subscribe my channel so that you don't miss any such useful informations. So without any delay, let's get into the video. Before getting into the topics, first you should understand why aptitude round is conducted. So people say that aptitude round is conducted to test your logical reasonings and problem solving skills. Yeah, it is conducted to test your skills, but at the same time, imagine thousands of people applying for a job and you are the HR. Will you be able to take interview for each one of them? Not, right? So to eliminate majority of the people, this aptitude round is conducted. Also, most of the people get rejected here even though they have the capability, just because they don't know the structure and pattern of this aptitude round. Also, some people might be capable of clearing their GD or interview rounds, but they fail to crack this aptitude round so that they can't able to get into their GD or interview, right? So let's see the common pattern of the aptitude round. So basically the questions are asked in these four categories only: quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability and technical questions. So the first one is quantitative aptitude. More people feel stuck at this part because maths is included, right? So don't confuse everything. Just take a screenshot of these topics and just practice these topics alone regularly, and this is more than enough to clear your quantitative aptitude part. And coming to logical reasoning, this is the most easiest part if you ask me, because if you use a little bit of your logical skills here and if you think a little bit practical, this part is very easier. Also take a screenshot of these topics because these are the most frequently asked questions. Practice these also. And then verbal ability. If you're good at your English, then no problem, this is the most easiest part. But if not, if you're not good at your English or grammar, then take a screenshot of these topics and practice these topics regularly for better results. And then comes the final part, which is the technical questions. Basically the core subjects or the major subjects that you are studying, right? So those are asked in this part. For example, let's take if you are studying BCom and obviously accounts is your major, right? So you can expect topics like cost accounting and management accounting, basic journal entries, golden rules, BRS, and solving some of these problems. So these are the basic questions that are asked for BCom students. But if you're an engineering or computer science related student, the topics that you can expect is common applications in Microsoft Office and C language, Java or Python, pseudocode, code snippets, network security and cloud, DBMS. Actually, I'm a BCom student, so I'm not very well aware of these computer science related topics. I actually browsed on internet for these topics. If you want more technical questions related to computer science, then you can obviously go and search on PrepInsta website because they have plenty of questions there. Also, you can check in this YouTube channel because I used to see her videos back then, so it might be helpful for you. Where to learn? So we saw the topics now, but where to learn these things? If you're a book person, you can definitely go for our OG book, R.S. Agarwal's Quantitative Aptitude book. Obviously it has a variety of questions, hundreds of questions are available there. Also this book explains every topics very clearly and it is very understandable. Also it contains hundreds of problems so that you can practice as well. It is available in Amazon or Flipkart, I think so. I'll attach the link here. Even if you want, you can go purchase it. But if you're a YouTube learner like me, I will suggest you some YouTube channels from my experience. I used to watch these two YouTube channels at the beginning stage because these two are actually very beginner friendly and they'll teach you from the basics. Also, I watched videos from Veranda Race, especially by Gokul sir, and also I watched Kanish Max, I think so. Usually banking students and students who are preparing for government exams used to watch these YouTube channels, but if you like, you can watch these YouTube channels too. These are also very beginner friendly and every concept is clearly explained in these YouTube channels. Okay, where to practice? I told you the topics and where to learn. Now we have to practice, right? There is no use of learning and understanding those topics if you don't practice them on a regular basis, because aptitude is all about your time management, how fast you are solving your problems. So I personally recommend these two websites, IndiaBix and CareerRide. These websites are available for free. You can practice multiple questions for free. But if you have access to paid websites, then you can obviously go for Prep and Star, because it has variety of questions and very helpful to crack your aptitude round. So this is the tip time. From my experience, I'll suggest you some tips that will help you to crack your aptitude round. So the first tip is at least spend 2 months of time to practice for your aptitude round, because last minute preparation won't work well, especially if you're a second year student and watching this video. I'll suggest you to spend at least 1 hour daily to practice aptitude, so that you don't need to panic at the last minute, right? And the next tip is, please try hard to get placed in your college placements, because on campus is way more easier than off campus. And then the third tip is, don't waste your time in one question just because you don't know that, and keep trying on that one question, because probably you'll get 1 or 1.5 minutes to solve one question. So instead of trying that one question, just pass that and move on to the next question, so that you can solve the unknown questions at last. And the next tip is, if you don't know any particular question, try to read the question twice or think logically, because sometimes thinking logically will help you more than the formulas, right? And the last tip is, keep trying and don't lose hope, because what most people do is, if they don't know few questions, they'll start thinking, ஐயோ எதுவுமே தெரியல, நம்மளால பாஸ் பண்ணவே முடியாது அப்படின்னு they start thinking. But please don't do that, because you might know the answer to few questions. ஒரு 10 question உங்களுக்கு தெரியலனாலும் மேபி ஒரு 11th questionஸ்க்கு அப்புறமேட்டு உங்களுக்கு ஆன்சர் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கலாம். So keep trying and don't lose hope. I hope you like this video and நிறைய பேருக்கு ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்திருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Don't forget to share it with your friends. Also do let me know in the comments what topic should I cover next in this placement series. And மறக்காம லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.